I want to big up Comrade Darty Buchanan. I never see you, Sister Darty. You hide from me these days, Comrade Darty Buchanan, former councillor, right here in this constituency, in the Brompton division. I want to big up all the other former councillors and candidates who have served this party with distinction. But comrades, we have a plan up on Mandeville there. That we are waiting for Valwind down at Kirkvine. Michael, we are meeting at Mandeville. And we are going to pour us, go wait for Bunting. And we are wait and meet up everybody. And we are wait for Azan. We are wait for Paul Patmore. But here we have to go do now after today. We have to go wait at Mandeville a little longer because we now left Miranda. We now left Jess. We now left Patricia. We now left nobody. Scotty. We now left nobody from St. Elizabeth. Because when we're going into Kingston people, they have to go come out there and left we from country in there. Comrades, pleased to make welcome in Watchwell Square, a man with clean hands and heart, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, the President of the People's National Party, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden.
Comrades, sound the trumpet.
Welcome, Comrade Golden.
The ship just sink. Jamaican people, who don't know since the time come for the labor right there. Pack up and come and leave out of this.
Welcome, Comrade Golden.
Jamaica, sweet, sweet Jamaica land we love. Let through Marky G and the PNP crew come in at this Jamaica.
Labour Party ship just sink.
Jamaica's next Prime Minister.
The Labour Party ship just sink.
I said the
Labour right is sinking. The Labour right is sinking. The Labour Party ship just sink.
Hi!
The Labour Party ship just sink.
Welcome, Comrade Golden, to Watchwell Square.
Just sink.
I said the
Labour Party
Southwest
sinking.
St.
The
Elizabeth.
Labour Party sinking. The Labour Party ship just sink.
look how them sinking.
Miranda, Wellington.
One by one.
Comrade Mark Golden.
2 by 2.
2 by 2. 2 by 2.
Bro, God is sinking.
Yo, this is Bunchy Garden, the Viking of Soca. New time has come.
What
New
a way
direction.
Watchwell Square
Mark
look
Golden.
good.
Good
Welcome,
vibes that he's
Comrade
holding.
Leader.
Yeah, check it. Clear the way when the big one's strolling. Hey! Ha! Mark Golden. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. The people them ready.
Yes,
We're ready.
indeed.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
Leg of the road,
We're
leg of
ready.
the road.
Whoa. Look at the people raising up. The whole Jamaica waking up. Get ready for go with gold in the man with passion and a purpose. From Kingston straight to Bay. I'm not going in them say. Get ready to make up a new way. New way. Yo. The entire Jamaica know. Gold in the best of this show. When
Is. Yes, indeed. Watch the traffic as you maneuver the roads. Comrades, as the comrade leader arrive, I'm going to go now to another teacher by profession. The principal who's creating waves over there in the neighboring constituency. Respect to everybody, our visitors. Comrades are going to ask, listen me now. Hello, me no want hear no horn, me no want hear no noise. Right here, so, me no want hear no talking. You have whole heap of educated people up here, so, and teachers. Skeffrey a teacher, Miranda a teacher, Scotty a no teacher, Patricia a teacher, O'Neill a teacher, Country a teacher. So, in the good spirit of the people, Modern a teacher. In the good spirit of the PNP, Comrade Miranda, give me one of the tablet there. Give me one of the tablet. No, that are the skin. Give me one of the tablet. Yes. Comrade Miranda, hold it music, man. Mr. Me want utter silence. We are going to take you to school. Tonight, Comrade Miranda is going to give away 3 tablets to 3 lucky comrades. So you have to listen. Comrade Patricia, stand up here, sir. Comrade Patricia, stand up here, sir. I want the teachers to identify the first person that can answer correctly to these questions. We're giving away 1 right now. The first comrade who can answer correctly. Question number 1. When the first time of blessed memory, Comrade Donald Barrington Buchanan was elected as MP for the first time? Hands in the air. First answer up. That lady has to right, that's up. That lady with the towel on her head. What's the answer?
1989.
She said 1989. Is she correct? Is she correct? Come upstairs. Come up here. Come get your tablet. Sit down. We're going to ask. We have 2 more tablets to give away. Come around to the stage. Come and Miranda will present it to you. Don't worry yourself. We have 2 more to give away. Come, make your way quick, 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 quick.
Yeah, the mighty sound called New Money Sound.
So congratulations to that comrade. I hope you know one group in come. What's your name?
My name is Karen Dixon.
Which community?
Knoxwood.
Knoxwood. You don't know Knoxwood? Congratulations to her. Take the picture now, man. Take the picture. Yeah, man. PNP believe in education. PNP is built a solid rock on education. But I move now to another teacher. The best. Yeah, what your teacher against chemistry, physics, or what? Physics. The best physics teacher, but he no longer is in the classroom. But when him push out students for CXC, 100% pass every year. The man who we in Region 5 call the stickler for the PNP list. The former teacher by profession, the former senator, the former chairman of the noble Region 5. My brother, my friend, Comrade Wentworth Skeffrey, the Deputy General Secretary of the People's National Party.
Selector. Selector, boss me no man. Wow. Yeah.
Because we must know where our people are. Big it up again for the Deputy General Secretary and the campaign manager, Comrade Wentworth Skeffrey. But comrades, I move from Comrade Skeffrey and I go now to my friend and my brother, who is from the parish of St. Elizabeth, the current mayor of Spanish Town. But importantly, he is the candidate and the next member of parliament for St. Elizabeth Southeast. Welcome, Comrade Norman Scott, Vice President.
Spanish Town, I kill them. The name Spanish Town, I kill them. Comrades, comrade party leader, and I mean, it's only the time we're waiting on for you to get your rightful place as the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Only the time. And I don't know why Andrew won't call it. I don't know why Andrew won't call it. Him depend so much hurry, I do all kind of things. And him not depend on hurry to call the election. And the people not really no more hurry more than want him call the election. But my sister, Comrade Miranda Wellington, the next MP for Southwest St. Elizabeth. And I don't know where my other sister, oh, she's here. Sister Forrester, Northwest St. Elizabeth. And I have a whole heap of history now, comrade. Because now listen to them I talk about me as a Spanish Town man. Yes, I'm the mayor currently, but I hear some grow. Down here I grow. I can give you all the history about down here. I'm going to tell you, when we did a win Southwest, and a man named Mel Brown, I used to sit down with them around one place named Crane Road. Because my brother and them, I'm big friend. So I know the history of St. Elizabeth. But my comrade colleagues on the platform, because I can't leave out my counselor them, you know. Because I is a counselor currently. I have to heal up all my counselor them with them on the platform. Because guess what? You see the comrade leader a couple of years ago. Well, I am the leader of the PNP councillors currently. And when I called him and I said to him, comrade party leader, you see we as councillors, we're going to lead you to Jamaica House. Because at the time, and still, him only had 14 of them in a parliament. And I said, comrade leader, we as councillors, going to lead you to Jamaica House. And him believe in me. Him believe in me to the point, Mario, you remember say, at the first time in the history of this party, we as councillors and councillor candidates get money from the party to campaign. We have to heal up this man here. We have to big up this man here. And we have to respect this man here. Marky G. Him never did just say, all right, we not do that. But him step out with me and him say, look here, if we not going to do that, me I go work with you now. So here walk now Jamaica and St. Elizabeth. Them have a little thing up the road. And a little man who claiming to be, and he's a nice guy. Nice guy. But comrades, here him problem. Him say him drive on the bad road with everybody. Him wake up in the morning, comrade Miranda, and when him turn on for him pipe, him no have no water neither with the rest of people. But the people of Southwest St. Elizabeth say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We don't want no more of that. We want to drive on good roads, comrade leader. We want when we wake up in the morning, we can turn on our pipe, comrade Forrester, and get water out of it. And they see that when you go to Parliament, all you do is sleep. So they don't want the sleeper no more. They want a man of action. They want a man who can get things done. And so they say, don't care where you come from. As long as you're a PNP, we are going to take you. So I am ready to take that job, comrades. I am ready to move that constituency forward. I am ready to take it where Comrade Derek Rochester, Comrade Richie Parchment, Comrade Len Blake took it. I am going to move it forward, comrades.
Bad mind are the real killer.
Believe me, no leave me la.
True story. She gonna hope your man fi try.
Comrades, it is a shame. It is a shame. This man, him get a chance between 2007 and 2011, and all him did was sleep. Him get a chance again from 2016. I mean, I don't know if a bad luck or a good luck, but COVID came and it gave him another reprieve. But time come, comrades. Time come that the people of Southwest and Southeast St. Elizabeth need a change. They need somebody. They need a man. And I want to stop here and salute comrade leader. Me want to have three of them, you know. 3 women alone, me want to have. 3 women, me alone have in St. Elizabeth. And I want to tell them, one of the reasons, comrade, why you see them behave so, is that them did expect that them could have did. You see how them deal with the nurse lady? Black road on her and stamp on her face and want to mash her up. I saw them think them could have deal with the 3 women. But lo and to below them, Norman Scott is around and they can't do that to the 3 women. I am here to stand with the 3 female in St. Elizabeth, comrades. So, comrades, let me tell you this. They don't like me because them cannot walk over the 3 women and them cannot. Them know that the days when them could have run rings around Southeast and Southwest is over. They know that the days when them could have run rings when Northeast and Northwest is over. Because lo and behold, we have a man. We have a man named Jefferson Golding. who for them man cannot stand the test of time. For them man, him cannot even at 4 years now, them ask him to come take a test and him can't take the test. And Mark Golden, him take it every year and I can tell you now, every year when him take it, him pass it. And him pass it with flying colors. So why should we not elect a Norman Scott, a Forrester, a Miranda, and a Jess, and Mark Jefferson Golden to make sure, and the other people will tell you now about the things that they have been doing. Comrades, I love you, and I want to make sure that we walk across each constituency as PNP, PNP, PNP all the time. One love, one heart, one destiny, and I love you all the time, comrades.
We can't take See?
For the next question. Are you ready for the next question? All right. Comrade Whoopton and Comrade Skeffrey keep political class every Saturday now. The next question. The next question. Name the 2 female councillors in this constituency before. For the PNP. 2 female councillors have served in this constituency already. Name them. This comrade here. For PNP, I have to make sure you name that. What you say? Miss Phyllis who? Miss Phyllis Clark and Miss Buchanan. All right, come up. Comrade. All right. Yeah. Remember, I asked who a complete question before, you know. I want to say we have one more to give her before the night is out. Comrade, what's your name and which constituency and division?
Cicely Meyer, Southwest St. Elizabeth, Mountainside Division.
All right. Name the 2 female councillors you mentioned before who have served the PNP in this constituency. Name them. There's more than 2, but name 2 of them. Name the 2 that you mentioned.
Comrade Dorothy Buchanan and Comrade Phyllis Clark.
2 of them. Thank you. Give her a round of applause. And there's also former councillor of Brompton, Sandra White, that is here. So give her a round of applause. Give her a clap, her, man. Yes, man. Comrades, I could not be here in St. Elizabeth and I don't big up people like Comrade Donald Barrington Buchanan and all the MPs and the councillors and the members of the executive who have served before. Comrade leader, every time I'm in this constituency, I remember people like Skinnyman Skeffrey and all of those stalwarts who have served before. Comrade Derek Rochester up in the next constituency and all the comrades who have served with distinction. I think Comrade Brown died recently, not true, last year or this year. So, music man, give me something for all of those stalwarts who have served. Comrade Daddy, who? Daddy D. Rochester, not true? All right, music man, give me that.
Out of merit to the foundation of the music.
What a party, nice. PNP people, nice. PNP party's back again. PNP is back for victory again. I feel the love and I feel the energy. And I know tonight will be a great night. And I feel good about what I see here in Watchwell Square. Let me first acknowledge the chairman, Comrade Mario Mitchell, whose neighbor string cut up a Lico Park. We have exported quite a lot of leaders from this constituency party leader. We have exported Jesse James, the councillor up in Trafalgar Division. We've exported Mayor Swaby of Kingston from Black River right down in Newtown, we've exported quite a lot of talented individuals who have made impact in this country. Comrade councillors, councillor candidates, Comrade Leighton Smith, but tonight, Comrade Champy Myers, respect my brother. But tonight, I want to hail the two men in my political life. The two men will stand upside of me. Through thick and thin, hail the man them, Brompton Councillor, Comrade O'Neill Buchanan, and Country Dwight Salmon of the Black River Division. Hold me tight, my comrades. Me have to pick up my councillor them, because when you see me I work hard, and because them have my back down in a Brompton and Black River, and every walk I walk in Brompton and Black River, them tell me, say, go on over the bridge, go do your work. Go on over the bridge, go hang the Peach Plains and Mountainside, because we've got your back right down in Brompton and Black River. Comrades, tonight I feel elated because we not only have our councillors, but we have our caretakers from neighboring constituencies. Yeah, no worry, just slant it. By the way, I want to realize I have a podium where can hold me tight. I built this one and it's still too tall. Still too tall, but we use local talent. And it made this one special for me. To cut off 2 more inches off it. Comrades, I want to pick up my sister, Comrade Patricia Scarlett, from over there in Northwest, my neighboring constituency. Pick up yourself. We're here to support each other because unity is strength in the People's National Party. I want to big up Comrade Scotty, who was on tour with us in Southwest. Comrade Scotty, hold them tight. Let them know that Southeast and Southwest are brothers and sisters. And we can't leave each other because we have to win. And we have to win. Comrades, I want to acknowledge the regional chairman who always have proper oversight of the offerings of what we do here in our constituencies in Region 5. I want to also big up our DGS, Comrade Wentworth Skeffrey, the man who is putting me in check, who checks on me and makes sure I'm doing the right political work in the constituency. Comrades, tonight I am pleased and elated because I have with me my future Prime Minister. Comrades, let us give our next Prime Minister of Jamaica a warm Southwest welcome. Comrades, on tour today, and what I see tonight, I know we have done the work. Nobody, any community you go into, even labor right, have to tell you, say, the little woman at work. The little woman at work. And she a give the man a piece of backsiding. Every community I go in, my comrades, by the next day, right back at me, the man a follow me, but him can't hold me. Cause me little bit, but me talawa. I'm a little bit, but me fast. Me little bit, but me smart. Me little bit, but me wise. I'm not short or nothing. Not a thing. And guess what, my comrades? That's right. Just right. reason why I feel this confident about what we are doing in Southwest is because I've never done it by myself, comrade leader. I have never walked by myself in Southwest. Every single community I walk in, the people them right side of me, them right back of me, them all a hold me up when me tired, when me little foot them a swell up, them a lift me up. And that is pure love, because them jealous of the love where them can't get in a Southwest. Comrades, when them talk, say your neighbor string cut on that tree. My neighbor string cut palm PNP. So no bother, try change we. Make no sense. Aye. The wrong one. Hold it. But comrades, I was born in Flagaman, raised by Miss Dorina Mars Winchell, groomed by the best, nurtured by a community which involves Back Flagaman, which involves Little Park, which involves Crossroad, which involves Round Hill. Half of my family in a Great Bay, the next half down a Sandy Bank, the next half down a Crawford, in a Black River. How them a go stop we? Hold it. Comrades, the love is real. And the love is real because you made it possible. You have walked the length and breadth of this constituency with me. And I thank you from the depths of my heart, because when me tired, you lift me up. And when me can't go no more, you say, one little lady round the corner when I vote for 2020. And she wants to see you. And you have to talk to her because we can't get her for vote. Comrades, the kind of support that we're getting on the ground is organic. It is not fake. It is real. And guess what? Them love Marky G same way. Comrades, the last poll showed that Marky G was the most popular PNP president in the entire Jamaica's political history in Southwest St. Elizabeth. The people them love you. And that is telling me that you're ready for a change in this country. When I tell you that I am for you, I want you to understand that we've been preparing for you. We've been preparing for you. I can tell you that every single community that we've walked in, we've collected information about the challenges you face. Because we don't plan for going to this thing without a plan. Because we know you have high standards for the People's National Party. We know you have high standards for your elected representatives. And one of the challenges that many of you face is that you don't know your political representative of the other party. You see them on TV, but you've never seen them in your yards. You've never seen them in your communities, because their kind of politics is very partisan. And I'm going to tell you something. Every single day I walk, I know it's true. When you look at only certain communities, I get road. Every single time I walk, I realize that they don't respect you. They think that you vote, but you are not valid to them. I want you to send a message tonight, Southwest. Send a message that your vote will count this time, and your vote matters. Comrades, I want you to go down memory lane with me a little bit, because I want you to remember when. Remember when Southwest is guinea grass and weed. And hear this, I know it's not because the man them want plant weed, party leader, or because they don't have no other choice. Because every time them farm, them get a beaten. When them farm, they don't have nobody to buy them things. And when them farm, them can't farm more than a square because farming has become so expensive. Fishing has become so expensive. God bless the man them who can set up them pot and take sail and go a key again. The whole of the boat are Great Bay and Treasure Beach and Parati Park and land. Because sometimes you have to wonder. You have to wonder if the boat them no know where sea seal feel like. Cause them never go past sea. Months on top of months, boat park up on seaside. Comrades, my plan for you in Southwest, because we understand your plight, and you understand, say, it is with a People's National Party government that we can make some changes in this country. I want you to understand that we have to expand the overseas farm work program. That used to be the bread and butter of Southwest. And the aim is not to totally depend on government, but to find some private persons who are willing to take skilled persons from this constituency. I can tell you for certain that I have traveled to different parts of America, including Boston and Massachusetts, and they are looking for hotel workers, people in the restaurant industry who is going to fight for you. It takes a leader who are going to look bread for you. You don't take no leader who sit down and when them get 45 farm work here, them drop it up a junction. Show of hands, my comrades. How many of you know of anybody in your community that get a farm work yard in the last 9 years? Labor right, get it. But hear what? God bless the 1 and 2 ticky labor right we get it. Cause all them a beg me farm work yard. But what I'm saying to you, they have not figured out a plan to help the people. You don't have to choose leaders who are going to help people. Because if the leaders that you elect don't know you, they will not help you. So if the man no come at your yard, you think him going to give you farm work yard? Him not know you. We also had to look, party leader, at resuscitating the road program that fixes the road on a regular basis. We call it the Road Maintenance Fund. Comrades, let me ask you another question. If you have a house and you not clean your house, you not dust your carpet, you not change your curtains, what happened to your house? Your house mash up. What is happening on our roads is there's no maintenance of road. All of a sudden now, government role is to fix road. The whole of them are hop, skip, and a jump. And a fix road like say road nothing fix. Everybody knows that a government role. But if you do not have anything other than that, that's what you're going to highlight. Because the only thing labor right I do, a spark, and in a catch no fire. And guess what? Them a fix one chain and a interview like say it's a whole mile. Comrades, take sleep and mark that. I want to talk about the Petra Plains irrigation. Comrades, you have them a talk about them a plan for putting Petra Plains irrigation. Let me tell you, party leader, is one man putting Petra Plains irrigation and a Donald Buchanan. mash down that lie. We are going to mash down that lie. Comrades, the Pedro Plains irrigation plan that they have is an expansion. And all know 2 years them a call people and a fool them up say irrigation a come. Uno see no road a dig. Uno see no line. But take sleep and mark that. When election call, you go see them drop pipe. Remember me told you. Remember me tell you that them going come and try fool you up. Because all they've been doing for the last year when they realize they're in trouble is going around this constituency, creating all sorts of programs, building all sorts of unfinished things, like them at work. But the best kind of member of parliament that you can have is one that advocates for your community. How many of you have a community center? Comrades? Comrades, how many of you can send your youth to the ball field to kick a ball? The whole of the field them catch with grass, bare guinea grass in a southwest. And comrades, I recently learned that this government has now imposed food handlers permit for fishermen to go to sea. What can go so?
Burn them out and run them out and send them out and down. Only man realize, let's say 24 hours to know that. Please. You know what I'm suffering now, but you know what I'm saying? Some me say them can't on ya. From them not speak no truth, say them can't on ya. From
roll up. Listen, man. What a wicked and uncaring government. When the fishermen them a suffer so. And you put on them more taxes. Them have to prepare themselves, them families, and can't eat bread. And you put on one another responsibility upon them. I am saying to you, you have the choice to make. And I want to tell you, you have to choose a person and a party that chooses you. You hear me, comrades? You hear me, friends? Choose a person and a party that chooses you. Because them say them a choose Jamaica, but the kind of Jamaica where them a choose a for them pocket and them friend pocket.
Father God.
To Round Hill, I will come down through Richpen. I will reach a Newcomb Valley, and we go through Short Hill. I will come back across Clemens Park. I will head up in a Round Hill. I will come through back Flagaman. I will go a Great Bay. Every single soul, tell me, when is the election? I have one thing, call the election now. We must not forget, is one thing win elections, a one thing change government, and a one thing can put Marky G to be your next prime minister, and a one thing can make Miranda Wellington your next member of parliament, and that is your vote. That is your vote. Tonight, Southwest, tonight I want you to promise me your vote. Give me your vote, because your vote will make the difference. Your vote will mean I will make you my priority. Your vote will ensure that I will take care of you. One love, Watchwell. One love, Southwest. One love, my comrades. And see you at the polls.
Time for Comrade Miranda Wellington, your next member of parliament for this great constituency. Comrades, you know, while I was down there, sir, a while ago in the crowd, a comrade reminded me importantly that member to pick up your new IDs. Where is the center? In Black River? Remember, comrades, pick up your new voters ID. The old ones are expired. And if you go to the polling station with them, they're going to hold you up. Comrades, Comrades, are you ready for the final giveaway? The final giveaway. Yeah, they must say, me now look all over the crowd. The final giveaway. Comrade Miranda started the politics many, many years ago. I want a comrade here in the crowd here tonight to name a position that Comrade Miranda has served this noble constituency as a member of the executive. As a member of the executive. Where's the Comrade Secretary?
Secretary.
You serve as Comrade Secretary? Comrades, red tent. Well, we don't know what I'm going to give away now, but they want one man win something. Comrades, there's soup on the house at the red tent, right over there. There's soup on the house. Where's the Comrade Miranda serve as the secretary of this constituency? All right.
Come up pen in St. Elizabeth. Come up pen.
All right, give her a round of applause again, the winner. Comrades, we are down to our final speaker. St. Elizabeth Southwest has a history that when you win this seat, you win the government of Jamaica. And we are asking you to send Miranda into the parliament. I say make welcome the man with integrity, with a decent heart, with a clean hands and heart, the president of the People's National Party,
this is me,
Member of Parliament, St. Andrew Southern. Please make welcome Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden.
Stand digga digga ding dang digga digga ding dang digga digga ding dang dang. Marky G, I know you are champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist, hey! Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that still not spite me. Gold in a cut and got through because I love in our heart. And none of them can. Hey, Marky G, me don't know, so none of them not like me. So me I go stand up in them face with all me Nike. Make them know what we buy with things.
Pull up, selector, pull it up. Comrade Chairman of the meeting, Mario Mitchell. Comrade officers on the platform, Comrade DJ Skeffrey, Comrade VP Norman Scott, who's wearing several hats because he's also one of the three candidates here tonight who will be running for the People's National Party in the next general election. Of course, I also recognize Comrade Patricia Scarlett Forster, and our lady of the moment here in Southwest, St. Elizabeth, the Bononunus little warrior, sweet, little, but talawa, beyond belief, none other than Comrade Miranda Wellington. Councillors, country, doggy, all the councillors on the platform, big up Champion Myers. Big up O'Neill. Yeah, man. Workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters. The word is love. First of all, I just want to thank each and every one who has been with us on the road today. It has been an inspiring experience for me to tour two of the divisions in this constituency of Southwest. Two divisions that are not presently represented by the PNP in the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. But let me tell you, PNP did it in good numbers and the energy was high. And them love the little candidate, little Miranda, them love her. She's such a wonderful person. She's a person who cares for people. She's a person who comes from Boya. She's a person who has given public service through the teaching profession, and she served her party very well for many years. And she stepped up into the arena of representational politics, and the people have embraced her. And it was illuminating for me, instructive for me today to see how everybody who she met, she knew their name and they knew her. She has been with the people, she has been working hard, and the people are showing her the love and respect in return. So I feel very, very confident, comrades. I feel very, very confident because I know that Brampton and Black River, those are bastions of the People's National Party, and they will support Miranda Wellington as an excellent candidate. And when I see how she is making such powerful inroads into Pedro Plains and Mountainside, I know that this constituency of Southwest St. Elizabeth, which is a bellwether constituency, where Southwest and Southeast go, typically Jamaica goes when it comes to general elections. And I could feel the energy and the vibes tonight. And I knew that I was walking and pressing flesh and listening to people who were receiving their next member of parliament, this wonderful lady from Southwest, Miranda Wellington. Comrades, I feel so happy that you have given her the love and the support and the respect. And I know when she becomes a member of parliament, she will serve you well. Comrades, we're meeting at a time when many, many people across Jamaica are saying, why them don't call the election? Andrew, call the election. But Andrew don't want to call the election. We thought you'd have called it long time. But the truth is, him knows him can't call it. Because the people of Jamaica want change. They want to get rid of him and his government. They want to usher in a new era of hope, of decency, of good government, of government that puts the people first, of government that the people can have trust and confidence in. And he can't deliver those things. After all, his government is under a cloud right now. What about the 8 members of parliament under investigation by the Integrity Commission for illicit enrichment? Of one of those 8 is the Prime Minister himself. And his matter has had to be referred further for further investigation to the Financial Investigations Division, which is the agency of government in charge of financial crimes, and Tax Administration Jamaica, the tax authority of this land. And what has been the Prime Minister's response? He's gone to the court to try and strike down the very law that establishes Jamaica's anti-corruption agency, the Integrity Commission Act, and to strike down the offense under the Corruption Prevention Act, which he's being investigated for. It is not a good look. In fact, if you were to tell anybody around the world that this is happening, nobody would believe it is impossible that somebody who has this situation hanging over his head could be offering himself for a 3rd term of office. Jamaica is not a normal place. But the people of Jamaica are not comfortable with it. And when they see how this government has failed to deliver a better standard of living and quality of life for the people, when they have failed to deliver strong and sustained economic growth, when they have delivered so many scandals, so many instances of cronyism and nepotism that the people are disgusted by, the most recent of which concerns fertilizer, a matter of great importance to the people of this constituency. After Beryl, where the people of Southern St. Elizabeth in particular suffered such hardship and their farms were damaged and they needed help. And there was Moroccan fertilizer given by the Kingdom of Morocco to Jamaica to help our farmers. And we hear that under this government, fertilizer that should have been given to the farmers to help them get back up on their feet was being sold instead to farmers who were already struggling, really. Some are going to charge for corruption. And we want to know how this thing with the drill really go. This drill with the government purchased from a company for $31.5 million. And we hear say the drill never cost the company anything near that. And the majority shareholder in that company will sell the drill to the government for that big price. The man who has 80% of the shares in his name is a member of parliament for the Jamaica Labour Party. And is a man who very mixed up in the various companies that the Prime Minister is involved in and which have been the subject of the Integrity Commission report, which has led to the situation of which I spoke earlier. Something is rotten in the state of Jamaica, comrades. We cannot go forward like this. We need an era where ethics, values, and attitudes are at the center of governance. An era where the country is run by a government that they can have trust and confidence in, because we're not going to deal with any hanky-panky business. And if anybody miss and slip, them slide, and they will be held accountable. We need a new era where we usher in a more loving Jamaica, a more caring Jamaica. When we see what is happening out there, 9-year-old, sweet little girl, raped and murdered. A nurse traveling on a public road, abused in the most heinous way. Man are stepping on her head. Students, females, going missing. Presumed dead. Comrades, it is a shameful and pitiful situation in the country. We need a new era of love and of caring. We need a new era of righteousness in the land. And when we form government, I intend to mobilize civil society, the churches, and other well-thinking Jamaicans so we can push forward a new agenda of love, of caring, of decency. Jamaica is a country that was built on those values. But we have a rotten government. And a rotten government means that the people are getting the wrong signals and the wrong examples are being set. And stand up. When the head of the steam, when the head of the stream is rotten and toxic, everything that flows downstream will be also dirty. We need to clean up Jamaica. And comrades, we need a government that will deal with the real issues confronting our society. One of which is the low rate of economic growth that Jamaica has suffered from for so long. We have gone through tremendous sacrifices to fix the public finances of the country. It started under Sister P and Dr. Peter Phillips as finance minister. And he as a legislator, thank you, Skeff, pushing through the laws to achieve the structural benchmarks that would change that situation and put it on the right trajectory. So that now our debt is no longer the massive problem that it once was. But the economy hasn't grown. The economy is barely moving forward. The country is stagnant. We need to deal with the issues that will address that. We need to support farmers. We need to support farmers so that they can produce. They can produce for the domestic market. They can produce for other countries that need what we can grow. We need an entity which we are calling the Agricultural Development Fund, funded by a portion of the taxes that we impose currently on imported food. And there's so much imported food in the country. 1.4 billion US dollars worth of food imports now, coming from 700,000 or 800,000 when we left office. Permits being given to bring in food, which is undermining our farmers, and they can't get sale for their crops. And we need to establish this entity that can support the farmers. Support them with fertilizer. Roads. Support them with storage facilities. Support them with financial credit so they can buy the inputs they need to get the ground prepared, the soil fertilized, and the crops ready for market. And we need to have proper storage facilities so that the post-harvest losses, which in Jamaica are at a very high level of 30% can be cut down. Because if you're losing 3 out of every 10 of what you produce, it's going to be very hard to be wealthy out of farming. And Comrade Miranda Wellington was saying we need to go back to the days when you could have build a big house out of farming, or buy a van and your truck out of... Super Cat going to tell you about it right now. And comrades, I can promise you that we will not allow fertilizer that is intended to be given to farmers to help them get out of a terrible situation to be misappropriated by cronies of the connected to the political class and sold back to the people for profit. We won't allow that. And we have to support our fishermen. When they're down and out, how can we be posing more costs on them? Food handlers permit, which is effectively another form of tax. Love talk about no new tax. That is a new tax on the fishermen. We have to stand up for the fishermen and give them a chance. We have to stand up for the farmers and give them a better chance. St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket parish of the nation. Flaggermans, farmers from all about. Help is on the way. The People's National Party have a progressive plan for farming, and we intend to roll it out so that our country can move farming from 8 to 9% of GDP. We want to double that over the next 5 to 10 years. And comrades, we have a robust plan for housing as well. Right now, many Jamaicans struggle to buy a house. Houses which are being built for those who can afford expensive house. But what about the people who are not earning much and don't have it and need an affordable house at a reasonable price? Nothing is being built for them. The next People's National Party government has a plan to build 50,000 housing units over 5 years, affordable housing units. And we are going to get, over the last 10 years, the government has taken $11.4 billion each year. $11.4 billion each year out of the National Housing Trust to help balance the budget. It has weakened the National Housing Trust. Right now, National Housing Trust, they are not even making loans out of their own resources again, other than for the very smallest loans. Other loans, they are telling people to go to the private lending market and go and borrow the money from the bank. You have to pay higher fees when you do that. And the interest rate that they charge is higher than the NHT. The NHT has to pay them money to subsidize the rate, which is further weakening the National Housing Trust. We're going to stop taking that $11.4 billion out of the Housing Trust. And we're going to restore the mission of the Housing Trust to build houses for people who can't afford the houses that the private developers are building now. And we're going to establish a fund within the National Housing Trust for first-time buyers, young people up to 35 years old. If they have been contributing for up to 2 years to the National Housing Trust, they will be entitled to a grant from that $1 billion, which is going to be replenished every year. And that grant is $500,000 to help them cover the deposit so they can step onto the ownership ladder and move up in a life. And we have a very ingenious thing called a rent-to-own scheme for many Jamaicans who have made them money, but they can't produce a pay slip because they don't have a formal job with an employer who gives them a pay slip. So they can't show proof of income to qualify for a mortgage. We're going to deal with that situation. We will allow them to get into the possession of the house as a tenant, and they'll be paying the rent at the level of a mortgage. And if they show that they can make the payments on time over a reasonable period, we're thinking of 6 months, they will be treated as having proved that they can service the mortgage, they can access the mortgage, draw down the loan, buy the house, and become an owner instead of a tenant. And we know that education is the antidote to poverty. The People's National Party is a party that believes in education. Right now, the education system is failing the country and failing the children. Over 30% of children leaving primary school can't read and write, can't do arithmetic. The country cannot be built like that. We are going to make the necessary investments in early childhood development and primary school, in the teacher training, in the facilities at the school, in the nutrition of the students. And we want to reduce the problem of absenteeism from school. There are many children in Jamaica who don't go to school 5 days a week because their parents can't find lunch money or can't find the taxi or bus fare to send them. That is why we're going to have the EASE program to ease off some of them pressure there. We're going to provide one nutritious meal, hot meal, each day at school for all needy children in primary and secondary school. We're starting with that. And as the economy improves, we're going to include breakfast as well. Comrades, the RIDE program is going to provide a subsidy where up to 20,000 households who struggle to find the bus fare and taxi fare to send their children to school will get help from the government to cover those costs every week. Moving that up from where it is now at 7,500. We're starting at 20,000 and we plan to take it way up from there as the economy improves. And comrades, there are many households in Jamaica where no one in the household has ever gone to university or college. And we know that if one member of that household gets the opportunity to go to university or college, it can make a huge difference to the future of that family. Because that person can then help the others to move up as well. And we can put a break on the intergenerational poverty that is a feature of Jamaica, where next generation inherit the poverty of the previous generation. We want to put an end to that. So we have the First in Family Scholarship Program, that if you are the first person in your household to have been accepted to a university or a college, we will provide a full scholarship to you to attend that institution. The People's National Party sees social mobility through access to tertiary education as something that the government must get behind. And comrades, for student loan borrowers, those who have been struggling and are in difficulties, we intend to bring an amnesty, and we will waive the penalties and the arrears interest if you bring your principal payments current. And for new borrowers, we intend to cap your monthly payment at an affordable percentage of your actual earnings, your actual income, so you don't have to worry about being able to service your mortgage. And if you go through a hard time and you're unemployed, we will suspend the obligation to make payments, and we won't charge any penalties or interest. We'll just put those payments to the back end of the loan so you can, till you get yourself back on your feet, because the PNP is looking out for your interest, students. Jamaican ganja. It's I, man, Marky G, who piloted and developed the legislation passed by the PNP in 2015 to decriminalize personal use of ganja. Before then, you couldn't go up on the road with no spliff in your hand or in your jaw corner, because you'd get draped up and arrested by the police and end up with a criminal record. We were the ones who got rid of that. So you can't be arrested for a spliff. You can't be arrested for a chalice. You can't be arrested for a jar of weed. And if you have a criminal record from the past for any of those things for personal use, we have automatic expungement of your criminal record. Once you apply for your criminal record certificate, it's treated as an application for expungement, and that is removed from your record. Is I man do that? Look that. And we wanted to create a new industry for Jamaica. an industry in medicinal and therapeutic ganja. And our mission and our vision was that small farmers who had carried the pain and the burden of prohibition of 100 years of criminalization of ganja would get a chance to become lawful producers to make good money for themselves and their family. But we lost the election in February 2016. And the JLP inherited all that, and they have done nothing with it. Well, we intend to revisit the industry, and we intend to ensure that small farmers have the opportunity to become lawful ganja producers so that the police can no longer harass them over the weed that they are growing, and that they can be able to make money lawfully to send them children to school, to build them house, to build them community, and to make Jamaica nice. To choose change. Change that takes us away from corruption. Change that takes us away from depravity. Change that takes us away from poverty. Change that takes us away from underdevelopment. Change that takes us away from low economic growth. Change that puts us on the path to a wealthy society where all Jamaicans have an opportunity to live good here a yard, and they don't have to run off a foreign because the opportunities are here to make it in life. And comrades, you, when the day call, have the responsibility to make that change. There's only one way to do it here in Southwest St. Elizabeth. And the way to do it in Southwest St. Elizabeth is when you get that ballot and you see the name Miranda Wellington with a head, you put your X squarely beside the head and you send Miranda Wellington to Garden House alongside I am and Marky G to run the country. So comrades, are you ready for Miranda Wellington as your MP? Are you ready for the People's National Party? Are you ready for Iman Marky G to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica? You sound like you're ready. You feel like you're ready. You look like you're ready. Power to the people. Power to the people, I say.